Charitamrita. Ek bindu jagat dubai. Ek bindu means one drop of that ocean of Krishna Prem. It can flood the whole world. Such potency is that. You just need a drop. That's all you need, a drop. But we can't even get, we're so unfit, we cannot even. We're not worthy of that. But one day. Se jal skande kode shakate sanchar, fole fule bade shaka hoilo vishtar. As the trunk and branches were watered, the branches and sub-branches spread lavishly, and the tree grew full with fruits and flowers. Pratame to ekamata charjer gan, pache dui mata hoilo daiver kadam. At first, all the followers of Advaita Charya shared a single opinion, but later they followed two different opinions as ordained by providence. Kehoto acharya gyai, kehoto swatantra, swamata kalpana kode daiva pada tantra. Some of the disciples strictly accepted the orders of the acharya, and others deviated, independently concocting their own opinions under the spell of Daivi Maya. Means Maya Devi. Acharya mata jay se mata sar, taragya langi chole seto asar. The order of the spiritual master is the active principle in spiritual life. Anyone who disobeys the order of the spiritual master immediately becomes useless. Asader namiha nahi prayojan, Veda jani bade kodi ekatra ganan. There is no need to name those who are useless. This word, the Bengali word is asar. Sar, the word sar, like you hear sometimes great Vaishnavas, they're referred to as saragrahi, right? You've heard that expression, saragrahi Vaishnav, you've heard? No? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has one poem where he refers to the Vaishnava as saragrahi. Sar means the essence. So grahi means taking or accepting. So saragrahi means that means like the Paramahamsa nature that we hear. They can extract the essence of things. So this is the nature of the Vaishnavas. They are saragrahi. They can extract the essence. But others, asar, they cannot find the essence. So here Swami Maharaj Vendra said, is useless. They cannot understand the real purpose and real essence of things. So they are in the category asader, persons who are asar. So the Guru gives instruction, and some persons are able to appreciate the essence of that and follow that, and others they cannot understand, and they misunderstand the Guru's instruction, and they follow in the wrong way. They deviate from the real desire of the spiritual master. And because the desire of the Guru is this nice expression of Swami Maharaj, the active principle of the spirit, that's what makes anything that you're doing meaningful and actually connected with the spiritual plane. What we do is valuable in Krishna consciousness according to the degree it is connected with the order of a Vaishnava. This temple, without you minus the will of Guru, we become sahajas. Everything just becomes form. But what is activating everything, making it meaningful, making it actually connected with the divine plane, that is the will of Guru, that he wanted this, his backing is here. Our reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's valuable only because our Guru told us, he likes us to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. So everything is valuable according to the degree it is connected with the will of the Vaishnava. And so that was the mercy of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, organizing these institutions where persons can come in like a systematic way, in an organized way, and get sadhu sangha, We're about sadhu sangha. It's all about sadhu sangha. And sadhu sangha means the connection of the Vaishnava. It means service under the Vaishnava. It means pleasing the heart's desire of the Vaishnava. So if you take that away, everything is suddenly empty. It's just like a puppet. Like it's a dead thing. And something else I wanted to mention, but I can't remember. So anyhow, we always see this. There are those who can appreciate the essence of what the Guru has said, and there are others who they appreciate some external thing and they go in the wrong direction. So we want to be in the SAR category, those who can appreciate the essence and the inner desire and will. Okay. So there is no need to name those who are useless. I've mentioned them only to distinguish them from the useful devotees. Danyarashimapya Ch.Ch patna sahite paschate patna udaya samskar kodite. Paddy is mixed with straw at first. Paddy is referring to rice. I think when it's still on the stalk, when rice grows on these stalks, right? So when you collect these stalks, first it is mixed with straw, and then one must fan it to separate the paddy from the straw. I don't know all the details of how this works, because I'm not a farmer. But anyhow. Achyutananda Bodhashaka Charjanandan Ajanma Sevilateho Chaitanya Charan. A big branch of Advaita Charja was his son Achyutananda. Oh, I remember. You weren't here. It was on Sunday morning. Lakshmi Kanti, Devidasi and Krishna Kishore Prabhu, they were here. We were discussing this with them. I remember. That's why you weren't here. Well, you weren't here because you weren't here, but that's why you don't remember, because you weren't here. But Achyutananda, you can remember the pastime with Achyutananda? Very famous pastime. When he was 5 years old. He's the son of Advaita Charja. There's a very famous incident.
He was the one who fell, died. Dead when they were in Sankirtan?
That was the son of Srivas Thakur. Yes, yeah. Okay, actually it's telling this story now. So we'll hear it now. But this story, very, very nice pastime. So Achyutananda was a big branch of Advaita Acharya. This is his son. From the beginning of his life, he engaged in the service of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. You don't remember that story? Okay, well now you're going to hear it. It's right here. Oh, actually it doesn't. It's in Chaitanya Bhagavat. It tells the full story. But here it just refers to it. Then I'll tell you the story first. That one day, Advaita Charja, he was speaking with some visitor who came to their house, and then he was speaking about Mahaprabhu, and he mentioned that Ishvara Puri was his guru, right? Because Mahaprabhu took initiation from Ishvara Puri, right? And then Achyutananda, 5-year-old boy, he was somewhere nearby, and he heard that, and he became very angry. How can you say that Mahaprabhu has a guru? He's the guru of the whole universe. You're going to ruin us by this statement. And Advaita Acharya was very happy. So now this is being referred to here. Chaitanya Gosaya Guru Keshava Bharati was being referred, because he was a sannyas guru of Mahaprabhu. Hey Pitar Vakya Shuni Dukha Pailoati. When Achyutananda heard from his father that Keshava Bharati was the spiritual master of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was very unhappy. Jagad Guru Te Tumi Koro Aiche Upadesh Tomae Upadeshe Nashta Hoilo Desh He told his father, your instruction that Keshava Bharati is the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will spoil the entire country. Choda Bhuvaner Guru Chaitanya Gosai, Tar Guru Anye Konshastrenai. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the spiritual master of the 14 worlds, but you say that someone else is his spiritual master. This is not supported by any revealed scripture. Pancham Varsher Bala Kohe Siddhante Sar Shuniya Paila Charja Santo Shapar. Krishna. Oh, it's here. When Advaita Charja heard this statement from his 5-year-old son Achyutananda, he felt great satisfaction because of his conclusive judgment. Krishna Mishra Nambar Acharya Tanoy Chaitanya Gosai Baise Jahar Hridoy. Krishna Mishra was a son of Advaita Acharya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always sat in his heart. Shri Gopal Name Acharya Sutta Tahar Charitra Shuno Atyanta Adbhuta. Shri Gopal was another son of Shri Advaita Acharya Prabhu. Now just hear about his characteristics, for they are all very wonderful. Gundicha Mandire Mahaprabhur Samukhe Kirtane Nartan Kore Bodo Prema Sukhe. When Lord Chaitanya personally cleansed the Gundicha Mandir in Jagannath Puri, Gopal danced in front of the Lord with great love and happiness. Nana Bhavot Gam Dehe Adbhut Nartan Dui Gosai Hari Bole Ananditaman. While Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Prabhu chanted Hari, it says Hari Bole, when they were chanting Hari, and danced, there were various ecstatic symptoms in their bodies, and their minds were very pleased. Nachite nachite gopa hoilo morchit, bumete podilo dehe nahiko sambit. While all of them danced, Gopal, dancing and dancing, fainted and fell to the ground unconscious. Dukita hoila charja putra kole loya, raksha kore nishingar mantra podiya. Advaita Charja Prabhu became very unhappy. Taking his son on his lap, he began to chant the Nrsimha mantra for his protection. Nana mantra podina charja na hoye chetan, acharya duke Vaishnav koren krandan. Advaita Charja chanted various mantras, but Gopal did not come to consciousness. Maybe you were thinking of this pastime? Maybe you're thinking of this. Because there's another pastime with Srivas Thakur's son, and he dies, and Mahaprabhu, then he comes back, when Mahaprabhu comes to see him, he comes back to life just for a few moments, and then he leaves again. But maybe you're thinking of this one. You're thinking of this one, yeah. Thus all the Vaishnavas present cried in sorrow at his plight. Tobe Mahaprabhu tar hriday hasta dori uttaha gopal koilo bolo hari hari. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then put his hand on the chest of Gopal and told him, "My dear Gopal, get up and chant Hari Hari." Utilo Gopal Prabhur sparsha dvani shuni, anandito huya sobe kore Hari dvani. When he heard this sound and felt the touch of the Lord, Gopal immediately got up, and all the Vaishnavas chanted the holy names of the Lord in jubilation. Acharya our putra Shri Balaram, our putra Sarup Shaka Jagadishanam. The other sons of Advaita Acharya were Shri Balaram, Swarup, and Jagadish. Kamalakanta Vishwash Namacharya Kinkar,
Acharya Vyavahar Sabdhahar Gochar.
Advaita Acharya's very confidential servant named Kamalakanta Vishwas knew all the dealings of Advaita Acharya.
Nilachole tehoek patrika likia pratapradujr pashdilo pataya.
When Kamalakanta Vishwas was in Jagannath Puri, he sent a note through someone to Maharaj Prataparudra. So this is a servant of Advaita Acharya. So he's also like a branch of the sub-branch of Advaita Acharya's branch. So when he was in Puri, he sent a note to Maharaj Prataparudra, the king. Se patrir kata charja nahi jane, kon pake se patri ailo prabhustane. No one knew of that note, but somehow or other it reached the hands of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Se patrite leka che tolikan ishwaratva charjere koriache stapam.
That note established Advaita Acharya as an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Kintu tar daive kichu hoyache rin shodi bade chahi taka shatatin.
But it also mentioned that Advaita Acharya had recently incurred a debt of about 300 rupees that Kamalakanta Vishwas wanted to liquidate. So it seems like the note is asking the king to liquidate, like to finish this debt of Advaita Acharya. But it's also mentioning Advaita Acharya is the Supreme Lord. And this Mahaprabhu finds contradictory. He does not like this. So somehow this note came to Mahaprabhu's hands.
Patra podiya prabhur mane hoilo duk bahirde hasya kichu bole chandramuk.
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became unhappy upon reading the note, although his face still shone as brightly as the moon. Thus, smiling, he spoke as follows.
Acharjere stapiache koriya ishvar ite dosh nahi acharya daivata ishvar.
He has established Advaita Acharya as an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is nothing wrong in this, for he is indeed the Lord himself.
Ishware doinya kori koriache bhiksha ataiva danda kori koraibo shiksha.
But he has made the incarnation of Godhead a poverty-stricken beggar. Therefore I shall punish him in order to correct him. So you're saying that he is the Supreme Lord, but you're saying he has some debts. How is this possible? How can God have any debt? Everything is his already, so how can he owe anyone anything? I'm going to punish him.
Govindere agya dilon ihanaji hoite bolia vishvase tanadibe asite.
The Lord ordered Govinda, from today on, do not allow that Bolia, Kamalakanta Vishwas, to come here. So a Bolia, what does a Bolia mean? Param Gumarsh, I think it can mean just like a foolish person or something, but here, anyway, something bad. Doesn't really give a definition here. It just refers here to the Bols or Bolias as one of 13 unauthorized sects that passed as followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know, we hear in the time of Srila Saraswati Thakur or Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there was one Vaishnav, he came up with a list of 13 different groups who they called themselves followers of Mahaprabhu, but actually they were totally misrepresenting Mahaprabhu. Totally, deviating from Mahaprabhu's teachings and conception, but in the name of Mahaprabhu doing things. So he identified 13 different sampradayas. And one of these 13 they're called the Bolias or Balls. Balls, I cannot pronounce it. Oh. Well, in the word for word it says Mayavadi. Anyway, some wrong conception.
Danda shuni vishwas hoilo paramadu kita shuniya prabhur danda charja harshita.
When Kamalakanta Vishwas heard about this punishment by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was very unhappy. But when Advaita Prabhu heard about it, he was greatly pleased. Can anyone remember or guess why? Think about it. Mahaprabhu is punishing Kamalakanta Vishwas. And naturally Kamalakanta feels very sad. But Advaita Charja, when he hears about that, he's very happy. Can anyone guess? Do you remember the pastime when Advaita Charja, he doesn't like that Mahaprabhu gives him so much honor? And so then he starts preaching Mayavad conception, and then Mahaprabhu comes and punishes him. Yes. Then he's very happy, right? Why?
Because Mahaprabhu is taking special attention to him.
Yes, this is more intimacy. When the master feels comfortable to chastise the servant, it is actually a greater expression of affection and intimacy. So Advaita Charja thinks, oh, my servant, Kamalakanta Vishwas, he's more fortunate than me. You know, Mahaprabhu is treating him in such a loving, in such an intimate way.
Vishwasere kohe tumi boro bhagyavan.
You are so fortunate. You are very fortunate. Boro Bhagyavan.
Tomare korilo danda Prabhu Bhagavan.
Seeing Kamalakanta Vishwas unhappy, Advaita Charja Prabhu told him, you are greatly fortunate to have been punished by the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is a great expression of his mercy to you. Like also when Mahaprabhu is, when Sanatana Goswami, he's in Puri and he's very upset because he has this disease, these sores on his body, you remember? And this pus is coming and Mahaprabhu's embracing him and the pus is going on Mahaprabhu's body and Sanatana Goswami is getting more and more disturbed. He actually decides he's going to commit suicide, but Mahaprabhu stops him from doing that. And then finally, he decides, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go back to Vrindavan. And he consults with Jagadananda Pandit. And Jagadananda says, yes, I think it's a good idea. You go back to Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu gave Vrindavan as your place, so you go back to Vrindavan. So then Sanatana Goswami, he goes to Mahaprabhu and he says, I've decided I'm going to go back to Vrindavan, return to my service there. And I spoke to Jagadananda about this and he agreed it's a good idea. And Mahaprabhu said, what? Who is this Jaga? Who is this boy? You're qualified to be the spiritual master of the whole world. You can be my guru. What audacity does this foolish boy have to tell you what to do? and then Sanatana Goswami, he says, oh, you are giving me the bitterness of respect, and you're giving Jagadananda the sweetness of intimacy, something like that. Apparently you're putting Jagadananda in a lower position, but actually I understand he's closer in your heart because you can publicly denounce him, you can chastise him like this. But me, there's some dry formality, so you're giving me this respect as a formality. I understand I'm actually in a lower position. So this idea.
Porve Mahaprabhu more koden saman dukapai mone ami koilo anumam.
Formerly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always respected me as his senior, but I did not like such respect. Therefore, my mind being afflicted by unhappiness, I made a plan.
Mukti sheshta kori koino vashishta vyakyam kuda hoya prabhu more koilo apaman.
Thus I expounded the Yoga Vashishta, which considers liberation the ultimate goal of life. For this, the Lord became angry at me and treated me with apparent disrespect.
Danda paya hoilo mor, paramaya nanda, jay danda pailo, bhagyavan Shri Mukunda.
When chastised by Lord Chaitanya, I was very happy to receive a punishment similar to that awarded Sri Mukunda. Purport. Sri Mukunda, a great friend and associate of Mahaprabhu, used to visit many places where people were against the Vaishnava cult. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know of this, he punished Mukunda, forbidding him to see him again. Although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was soft like a flower, he was also strict like a thunderbolt, and everyone was afraid to allow Mukunda to come again into the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mukunda, therefore, being very sorry, asked his friends whether he would one day be allowed to see Mahaprabhu. When the devotees brought this inquiry to the Lord, he replied, Mukunda will get permission to see me after millions of years. Does anyone remember how Mukunda responded when he heard that?
Very happy.
Yes. He danced with happiness. Yes, I will see him. When they gave this information to Mukunda, he danced with jubilation. And when Mahaprabhu heard that Mukunda was so patiently waiting to meet him after millions of years, he immediately asked him to return.
Jai danda pailo Ch.Ch bhagyavati, se danda prasadanya lokpa bekoti.
A similar punishment was awarded to Mother Ch.Ch Devi. Who could be more fortunate than she to receive such punishment? Purport. Mother Ch.Ch Devi was similarly punished as mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Mother Ch.Ch Devi, apparently showing her feminine nature, accused Advaita Prabhu of encouraging her son to become a sannyasi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking this accusation as an offense, asked Ch.Ch Devi to touch the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya to mitigate the offense she had supposedly committed.
Eta kohi acharya tade koriyaya shvas, anandita hoyailo Mahaprabhu pash.
After pacifying Kamalakanta Vishwas in this way, Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu went to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya told the Lord, I think I didn't read the verse.
Prabhu ke kohin tomar na bujiye lila, amahoite prasad patra korila kamala.
Advaita Acharya told Lord Chaitanya, I cannot understand your transcendental pastimes. You have shown more favor to Kamalakanta than you generally show to me.
Amadeho kabuje nahoy prasad, tomar charane ami ki koinu aparad.
The favor you have shown Kamalakanta is so great that even to me you have never shown such favor. What offense have I committed at your lotus feet so as to be not shown such favor? So the purport explains that he means that when Mahaprabhu came to punish Advaita, he beat him, right? It's described in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Mahaprabhu started beating Advaita Acharya. But he didn't say, I won't see you again. Like, he didn't give such a heavy punishment. He was saying, you gave a more heavy punishment to Kamalakanta, so he's more fortunate than me. This is not fair. This is not fair. He had shown more favor to Kamalakanta because he had prohibited Kamalakanta from seeing him, whereas he had not done so to Advaita. Therefore, the favor shown Kamalakanta was greater than that shown Advaita Acharya.
Eta shuni Mahaprabhu hasite lagila, bolaya Kamalakante prasana hoila.
Hearing this, the Lord laughed with satisfaction and immediately called Kamalakanta Vishwas.
Acharya kohi hakke kene dile darashan, dui prakarete kode modevi damban.
Advaita then said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "Why have you called this man and allowed him to see you? He has cheated me in 2 ways. Why have you called back this man and allowed him to see you? He has cheated me in 2 ways." Shuniya Prabhur man prasanna hoilo, duhar antar kata, duhe se janilo. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, his mind was satisfied. Only they could understand each other's minds. So what Advaita meant by that, we don't know. Only they could understand each other. Okay, we'll just read a few more verses to finish this description of the exchange with Kamalakanta. Prabhu kohe Bauliya aiche kahe kodo acharje laja dharma hani se achar. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Kamalakanta, "You are a Bauliya, one who does not know things as they are. Why do you act in this way?" Here in the word for word, Bauliya says, one who does not know what is right. Yeah, because I think I've heard Param Gumarsh use that word just like kind of a foolish person, like that. Why do you act in this way? Why do you invade the privacy of Advaita Acharya and damage his religious principles? Pratigraha kabuna koribe rajadan vishayir anakaile dushta hoeman. Advaita Acharya, my spiritual master, should never accept charity from rich men or kings. Because if a spiritual master accepts money or grains from such materialists, his mind becomes polluted. You're putting him in the position of a beggar of the king, but he's in a much superior position to the king. The king is in a worldly position. Mandushta hoile nahi Krishna smaran. And this is important. This is an important point, that we sometimes are collecting money and food items from materialistic people in the world, but we have to be careful that all of that is offered for the Lord's service. Then it becomes nirgun. Then all of the that karma and lower energy connected with those things, it will be nullified, it will be purified if it is being offered to the Lord. But if we take those things for ourselves, if persons are giving money, giving goods, and we are using that for ourselves, we will go down. Then we will have to be responsible for that karma. So it is an important point. And especially when things came from a very sinful source, then we've seen our gurus, they were more careful, they were more cautious. Like one example is in Bengal, they have this system, the government, they collect fish from all the ponds and they sell that fish. I don't know why, it seems kind of odd. But they collect fish from all the ponds and then they sell that fish. But they give some money for the fish that they take. So in our temple, our Govinda Kund, they used to come maybe once or twice a year and they would take all the fish from our pond. And then they would give some money for that. And Srila Acharya Maharshi said that Gurudev told him, that money that comes from that, because this is sinful money, that fish, they're going to sell that fish and people are going to kill that fish and they're going to eat that fish. So this sinful money is connected with a lot of violence. So Gurudev told Srila Acharya Maharshi, that money you must use only for the deity, directly for the deity seva. Must use directly for the deity seva. They they can digest that sin. So that money he was very careful about. Also, like persons who, there was another case, someone had they were involved with the restaurant business and they sold, beef. And they gave some money from their business. And I don't remember exactly how Srila Sridhar Maharaj handled the situation, but he was very, very cautious about that. Srivikrama Maharaj, he remembers the details. I think it was someone in Brazil. But he was very cautious about that money. And also Gurudev, he didn't like to take, if he knew some money came from some illegal business, he didn't like to take that money. He said, I cannot digest that. I cannot digest that. I'm not able, the sin that's connected to that money, I don't feel that I'm able to accommodate, to digest that and to make it pure and acceptable to be used in service. That was his feeling. So what to speak of how we will feel? We have to be very careful. Then you may ask, well, what about when we're living at home and or we're out working and we're buying things to eat or things for ourselves, and what's going to happen? Well, Gurudev did say that if there is some exchange of money, then that nullifies the karma that's attached. If we're going to a shop and we're paying some money for something, then the karma that's attached to that, it will be nullified. But especially if things are being given for free, like when we're collecting, that has to be used in a very, very careful way. But still, we will have some discrimination, and generally we try to take things, purchase things. We know there's some, as pure as possible, the background. Okay. So if you're if someone is accepting things from a material person, materialistic-minded person, their consciousness will be polluted by that person who gave those things. When one's mind is polluted, it is very difficult to remember Krishna. And when remembrance of Lord Krishna is hampered, one's life is unproductive. Or actually the word here is nishfal. The word fal means fruit. So it's saying your nishfal jivan, your life will be fruitless, means your life will be meaningless. There will be no meaning, the only purpose of your life is to remember Krishna. And if you're doing things that are destroying your remembrance of Krishna, then the whole purpose of your life will be ruined.
Lokalajja hoy dharma kirti hoy hani aiche karma na kodi ho kabui hajani.
Thus one becomes unpopular in the eyes of the people in general, for this damages his religiosity and fame. A Vaishnav, especially one who acts as a spiritual master, must not act in such a way. One should always be conscious of this fact.
Hey shiksha sabakare sobe manne koilo acharya gosai mane ananda pailo.
When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this instruction to Kamalakanta, all present considered it to be meant for everyone. Thus Advaita Acharya was greatly pleased.
Acharya abhipray Prabhu matra bujhe Prabhur gambhir vakya acharya samujhe.
Only Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could understand the intentions of Advaita Acharya, and Advaita Acharya appreciated the grave instruction of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Eto prashtave ache bahut vichar granta bahulya boya nadili ki bar.
In this statement there are many confidential considerations. I do not write of them all, fearing an unnecessary increase in the volume of the book. Okay, we're going to stop there. Verse 55, and we will continue tomorrow. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Jai Shri Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. Jai. I think it's your turn, right? Are any last comments or questions or anything from anyone? We can sing.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishnaya Davaya Nama
Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Jadavaya Namaha Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana Giridhari Gopinata Madana Mohana Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Radha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunatha Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha Jai Puri Charana Vandana Jaha Hoite Vignana Shabishta Purana Chai Gosai Jar Muita Dasa Sabada pada denu moda panchagrasa Ajera charana sebi bhakta sanivasa Janame more abhilasha Chai Gosai Jabe Braje Kulovasa Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Kodila Prakasha Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Amana Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kodiyasha Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narottama Dasa Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Jai. 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 Hari Bol. How long are you with us for this time, Prabhu?